Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins and it's Thursday night, which means it's One Sheet Wonder night. Now, didn't see you last week Thursday because I had a new grandbaby last week. So I had to take care of 2-year-old big brother. So it has been a few days. I think I have been having kids every day for the last almost 2 weeks. So it has been a fun time, but it has slowed me down as far as crafting for you guys. So tonight, we are going to be using the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. This is part of my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit. This was from the July, which is closed out now, but we are going to be using that gorgeous print and we'll catch you up on the One Sheet Wonder. Now, it is kind of good that I'm going live tonight and talking to you about the special. It started yesterday. It started Wednesday, July 23, and will end tomorrow, July 25, tomorrow night. It is free shipping on all orders that are $75 or more. So when we're done with this video tonight, click on under it, show more, go to my online store and you can order any of the products I showed tonight. If you're low on envelopes, adhesive, cardstock, grab that while you can get free shipping. It is a great time to place those orders. So let's change the camera and get started. All right. Okay, so again, my club for July was the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. Now, this print right here, I've cut a few of those, hand cut those images out. There's a bigger piece in the pack that I did as well. But tonight we are going to be using this gorgeous print right here. Now, club members did not need the Celebratory Sips bundles unless they wanted their sentiments to be identical to mine. And if they were going to create the bonus cards that are in my photo gallery on my blog. So that was optional. It's always optional. They can use any stamp set that they have on hand if they like. This particular suite of products has these gorgeous holographic resin dots in it, and I love these because you can color them with any of the Stampin' Blends. It also has a couple embossing folders that go with it, so it's a gorgeous suite. And here's those glasses, those drink glasses that I hand cut. Now there's a couple dies in the bundle that will cut these straight ones and these little ones here. So totally up to you, but you can hand cut those out. I put them in a clear case so I always know where they're at, keeps them clean, keeps them all in order. So this is the print I'm going to be using tonight. I like it because it is double-sided. So we're going to put it in our trimmer. Now the beauty about my One Sheet Wonder tonight is you could take the cut for the whole One Sheet Wonder and create the exact same card using the whole 12 by 12 sheet. But I'm going to show you 6 different ways that you're going to use a 4 by 5 1/4 piece. I'm going to show you how you can take this at one piece and make different cards using it. So I'm going to start by cutting it at 10 1/2. We're going to save that strip. Now I'm going to take this piece and we're going to cut it in 3 strips that are 4 inches. Let's get that out of the way there. So 4 inches. There's 1. 2, and then 3. So these 3 are 4 by 10 1/2, and we're going to put them in here and we're going to cut all 3 at 5 1/4. So now I have 6 pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to show you how you take that one piece, or that 4 by 5 1/4 piece, and make 6 different cards with it. We're going to take this leftover strip, which is 1 1/2 inches, and we're going to cut it at 4 inches. So this is the only one that is card that you would have different pieces. It didn't start out as a 4 by 5 1/4, but we're going to make one card with those 3 strips. So let's start out with our pieces first. Now the first piece, a 4 by 5 1/4, you can use it like a backdrop on your card front. So you have four options basically with this one piece. You can go vertically this way, you can go horizontally this way, or you can flip it over and use the back side vertically and horizontally. So there's four options for just that one piece. So that's going to be our starter card. First card, we'll put a sentiment on it, put it on a card base, quick and easy. For the next piece, we're going to take that and we're going to cut it on the diagonal from the right point down to the left-hand side of our card bottom. All right, so we cut that on the diagonal. We're going to take another one and we're going to cut on the left side now, the opposite to the corner on the bottom. Like so. All right. Now I'm still debating what I want to do because I have a couple other options in my head, but then you're going to take the same 4 by 5 1/4 and you're going to cut that in half, and that's going to be at 2 3/8. That does not look right. Half 5, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 5/8, 2 5/8. All right, that sounds better. 2 5/8. Cut that in half. And that's going to go on a card like that. This one here, you're going to take and you're going to cut it at 1 3/8. Yeah, 1 3/8. All right, and then I'm going to turn it and do the other side at 1 3/8. It really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to take this center one, which is 1/8 of an inch smaller than these two, and I'm going to bring it down another 1/8. So I'm going to put it at 1 1/8. Just going to trim off that 1/8 of an inch. Moved on me a little bit. That's pretty much my only waste, so that's not bad. I'm going to flip that over and that's going to go in the center. So it's going to go like that on a card front. So that's taking that 4 by 5 1/4, just trimming it down a little bit. Now this one, let's see. I can get more cards out of it if I cut it on an angle. I can get 2 cards instead of 1. So maybe I'll do that. I'm just going to cut it on the diagonal again. And it really doesn't matter which side I go. So we got a couple diagonal pieces there. All right, so now let's start by putting our cards together. I have not laid out any of these, so it's kind of going to be a, what do you think? I have just been busy. So I have peach pie. I got some white bases. I got some timid tiger. That's kind of pretty too. And I have bubble bath. That's kind of pretty. All these are just gorgeous. And then I have the blackberry bliss, which that's pretty stunning. Okay, I think I'm going to grab the bubble bath. We'll start with that. So this one is 4 1/4 by 11, and I just guessed that if I wanted it to be long or if I wanted it to be the 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. So this is our first card. Remember I said 4 different ways? Pretty simple. We're going to attach that to the card front, like so. Then I have some circles that I just punched. We're going to take the bubble bath ink. This is going to be super simple. And the Cheers ink, the bubble bath ink and the Cheers stamp from the bundle. And we're going to put that on the front. Now I have a punched piece, which, yeah, I could do that. Let's see, did I punch any? I do have a bubble bath circle. We could just keep with the bubble bath. I got some strips. You know how I like my strips. Got some banner strips I could put. I like the softness. But let's see. Let's try our Blackberry Bliss. And I'm just going to go right over the top of that. And let's try that once. It does pop. And I like to pop. So I'm going to go with the Blackberry Bliss. So let's clean that, or put our adhesive on that, like so. We're going to stick some adhesive behind there. I'm just going to do a little banner. So I'm going to just snip my ends like so. And I'm going to pop that up. So look how quick and easy, and you could make 6 cards like this, exactly the same. You could change your card base colors, you can change your direction, like I said, you can go vertical, you can go this way, you can go this way, however you want to do it. Let's see, that looks pretty good. And like I told you, you can use your blends and color your holographic resin dots to be any color that you like. So you could easily color them with, I don't know if we carry the Blackberry Bliss blends or the bubble bath, but card number 1, simple, quick, and easy. Now we're going to come into these diagonal pieces. So I'm going to come in with them all, and I'll show you my thinking for card bases. All right, so one, I just got to figure out which one got cut the right way. There we go. There's one. One card's going to go like that. And one card can go like this. And we're going to make that a pocket card. If you wanted to have flower on both, you could do that with that. That's pretty. So that can be a card. And then this is actually can be another one that way or 2 separate ones. So I'm going to do 2 separate ones. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards right there. And it took 3 of our 4 by 5 1/4 strips. So now I just need to determine what color I want for my card base. Because I got the Timid Tiger and the Peach Pie going on that. I think I'm going to put that on this one. I think that will be pretty. And let's see, on the pocket one, I think maybe I will do the Timid Tiger. And then I have, let's see, I thought I had cut my, I did, it got buried here somewhere. My pocket to go in there could be like that, or I could change things up a lot and go with the blackberry. That's, oops, that's pretty too. I like that too. Maybe we'll do that. And then maybe I will do a bubble bath for one of these. And maybe I will do like that. I think I got those set. We'll see what we come up with. So let's start with this one right here first, all right? So my base on this one is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to fold that in half. All right, then I am going to get that good. Take my liquid glue. And we are going to attach these to my card front. Super easy. All right, so there's that. Now we have to decide how we're going to decorate this. So I got some squares, and I used the Stylish Shapes dies. Look at that, we could put that. I used the Stylish Shapes dies and the Nested Essentials dies. I just die cut some colors. So I could put that on there, and then I could come in, oops, I could come in with some of my little drink glasses. These kind of big. Maybe I want to go a little smaller. And layer them up. And I'm okay about covering up my square pieces. That could be kind of cute. And then we'll put "It's Your Day" or "Let's Celebrate" or something like that up there. So let's clean that off. We're going to attach that like so. Let's see my sentiments here. Let's put "Let's Celebrate." And I don't have my Timid Tiger out. Let me see if I have that up here. Timid Tiger, yes, I think that's what I'm going to go with. And we're going to do "Let's Celebrate." So I'm going to put that in the center towards the top, just like that. And then I'm going to stick that on there. And I'm just going to stick it right down because I'm going to pop up my glasses here, I think. So I think I'm going to put that one off to the side. Decisions. And then we'll pop this one up. Like so. And then I think I'll put this one in the middle, kind of down a little bit. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to take my tiny, these were from a paper pumpkin kit, my tiny, and put them down the center like that. And then I can come in with those resin dots. So I'm going to just put a couple little ones, I think. I'll put one there. We'll put one on our glass there. I like it on the glasses. I think that's kind of cool. And we'll put one on this one too. All right, so there's one way of doing that 4 by 5 1/4. Now this one, we're going to make it into a pocket card. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Then we're going to take our 2 pieces and crisscross them on the front, creating a pocket. So what we want to do is we're just going to put our liquid glue along the bottom edge and along the side. And we're going to put that on our card front like so. We're going to do the same to the other one. It's going to crisscross. So we're going to do the side and the bottom edge. And just line that right up. Just like that. We're going to take a piece of white and bubble gum, and that's going to be our little spot. You can put a gift card in there. You can just put another message on there. You can put cash in there, check in there, but it's still going to open up like a regular card, so you still have lots of room on the inside to put your note. That's going to just slide right down in that pocket, just like that. And now I need to put something on the front. So I have a piece of white and some more of that Blackberry Bliss, and I think we're going to just come across here like that. Maybe we'll put cheers on there, use our Blackberry Bliss again. I'm going to put it way up in the corner here. Alright, and then we're going to stick that to our square. And then I have a couple glasses that I'm going to put on here. And we're going to pop them up. So cute. This is a really cute set. Alright, so I'm going to just put adhesive towards the bottom because I don't want it to interfere with my pocket. And I'm just kind of going to center that. Across there. You can use any shape that you like, but I went with the squares because it kind of, you know, worked good with my little drink glasses here. And I'm going to just put that down just a little bit, just like that. And then we'll come in with those just like that. So you got your pocket. Now on the inside, I've got my white here. This is 4 by 5 1/4. This will give you plenty of room to write something on the inside. And like I said, on the front, you can tuck a gift card in your pocket, another little note, some cash, whatever you like. And then on the inside, you can add another one of those little, you know, hand cut glasses. This one coordinates with the front, so it's beautiful, works perfect on the inside. We're going to just stick it in the corner here. So use those prints to decorate your insides as well as the outside. So we have that. Alright, so next I'm going to use the Bubble Bath 4 1/4 by 11, score at 5 1/2. Alright, so this one is going to go like this. So we're just going to glue that on the front. attach that. Now I have this nice space down here for some of my gorgeous little drink glasses. So I'm thinking about just lining some of them up and seeing how many I can get across. It's kind of cute. We'll pop them up. I like them when they're popped up. I like them in different, not straight across. These are pretty colors too. Bring in a couple, maybe a little bit different colors. And then I thought we could use a banner across the top there. Or if that looks too much, we can just do a couple. And we could always do, let's see, a little strip like that. If you wanted to bring in another color, you can add a strip diagonally across. I mean, there's lots of things that, there's lots of things that you can do. If you wanted to add a thinner strip, you could do that. I'm kind of leaning towards that. I like the orange to bring out the orange. I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking that. All right, so we are I'm going to add that strip. So what I'm going to do is take this little strip. You can tell it was just a little scrap I had of that peach pie. We're going to run that across that edge. You can butt it right up to that edge if you like. And then we're just going to take our scissors and trim off that excess. I'm going to pop these up. So the next card, we're going to have the diagonal, but we're going to change it just a little bit. It's going to go in the opposite direction. All right, we got to make sure we stay within our perimeter. I like that. Take my scissors and we'll trim off that excess. Just like that. That's pretty cool. And then we can do this. You could also bring your banner down from the top like that. Kind of like that. And I do have a pink one if you wanted to bring that pink back. I think I like the white. I think I'm going to go with that. And let's see, will this fit? I think I'm going to have to do It's Your Day. And I'm going to do it in that Timid Tiger, I think. It's just going to be a little bit darker than what that Bubble Bath. I think I want the darkness. It's Your Day. And do I want to pop that up or do I want to stick it down? I think I'm going to pop it up. And you know what? Just another thought here. If I want to bring in that stripe, I could put a little stripe across my banner. That's kind of cute. Just to carry that stripe that's going across on the card, we'll carry it across on the banner too. None of this was planned, so this is my winging game. This is how I wing things. All right, I'm gonna have to trim it just a bit. All right, and we're gonna stick that across the top. I'm gonna go flush, I think, with the Designer Series paper. And then we'll come in with these. I'll put one up there. We'll put them all on our banner piece. So that's that diagonal piece. It's kind of cute. All right, here's our other diagonal piece. Again, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I keep forgetting to put my whites on the inside, but put your whites on the inside with another little drinking glass. Now I could do the same, or I can flip it and go the opposite. Let's see. Well, let's try a little something different. We have some circles here, which we could use those and put some of our drink glasses on the circle. We could have it go, I think I like it like this better. We could have it go horizontally and then just put a simple in the corner. That's too big. Let's see, what do I got here? I could do, I don't like that. I got simple tag. I'm kind of liking that dark. Where's my Now let's see, what did we do? How about if we went like this? I don't think I want to do the same color. Let me grab this one once. Put that like that. Take our circle. Bring in some of that green and lemon. Kind of layer that up off to the side like that. Put our sentiment here. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's get that attached. And then we have, looks like 2 pieces left, which will go pretty quick. All right, now let's get this attached. But before I do that, I think I'm going to stamp my little Let's Celebrate. I'll do Let's Celebrate. I'm going to try to do it right up in the top corner there. And this is the Timid Tiger ink. Right there, and then we're going to put that down there. And then we're going to pop these up. These are so cute. I love when I can die cut images from the paper or even hand cut the images from the paper. I just think they really make the cards pop. So we're going to put that over here. I want to get my lemon so I can still read my sentiment there. And we'll put, oh, let's see. I think I went a little, I don't know if we're going to be able to use that one. Lots of other ones in the pack here. Oh, that's a good color too. Maybe I want to go underneath. We're going to pop that one up. Maybe I'll use that other one on another card. Just like that. Now I could come in with another one maybe. That's too big. Is there a smaller one? I think I'm going to stick with the two. Kind of like that. All right. Come in with my gems here. Always like a good bling on my card. I'll put one in the lemon there. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now we're down to our strips. Well, no, I got one more with our, this right here. So we could put that on. I like that. It could go up or it could go crossed. Maybe I'll do it this way. All right, so I think I'm going to put my the print to the top. So we'll put the floral print to the top. And then we'll put the stripe to the bottom. Why does that look crooked? That's what happens when I don't use liquid glue. It couldn't be that I cut it crooked. Yeah, it could. So then what you do when in that instance, if you needed to, you could put a little strip across. That's the perfect size. It's like it was meant to be. Now I should have put that at the top, and all I would have been able to have to do is add a little thing, but I could do that at the bottom as well. Do I want that strip? That's cute. Or do I want the strip under here? Decisions, decisions, decisions. All right, we're going to put it across the center here. Just like that. I think that's straight. Let me look. If I look at it straight on, that looks good. All right, put my sentiment here. I could put a piece underneath, but I don't like that, so maybe I would put a piece like this underneath. I do like that. Do I want to do it at the top or at the bottom? I think I like it at the bottom. All right, so Timid Tiger. I don't want to do my cheers because I don't have my cleaning pad right here. So I'm going to go with Let's Celebrate. In the Timid Tiger. put my adhesive on the back. This is about a 1/2 inch strip, which I think I like with the fatter banner die. Crooked. We're going to chop it. Chop it. Put some dimensionals on the back. Put that right there. I love it. I mean, you could add in a few little drink glasses if you wanted to. This time I'm not going to. I'm going to put our little, I'm getting running low on these. Quick, easy, love it. All right, now we're down to our paper strips. So I have 2 pieces. These are 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we have that long strip that was left over, and I did these 3 little panels that were 1 1/2 by 4. So we're gonna strategically put them on there. Then I had that 4 by 5 1/4, and I cut it into strips. And then I just cut a little bit of 1/8 of an inch off that center one. We'll see. Might need to cut a little bit more off, but we'll put them on here and see what we got. This definitely is going to need a little bit of liquid glue. Now there's a little bit showing down, so I could trim it down just a hair more so I could see a little bit more of that peach pie. So maybe I'll trim another 1/8 of an inch off. So that will put it down to just about 1 inch. And that gives me that little bit of wiggle room there. Perfect. Oh, and I only got 1 Timid Tiger left. I'm going to have to cut another one because we're going to have to put this one on some Timid Tiger. And then once I have these all attached, we are going to be done. So it probably took a little longer just because I didn't have everything ready, because I didn't know how it was going to go, but not too bad. All right, so let's put our little strips on. Let me get these all lined up and ready to attach. If you wanted to, you could flip one of these like the center strip like I did on this one. So lots of options for you. This is going to have a very little side piece. And I like to do my outside edges first, and then come into the center. So we got a little bit wider in the center here, but I'm good with that. So if you wanted to bring it all in, you could. I like the outside border to be the same, but that is totally up to you. We're going to come in, and this is going to have just that little bit of Timid Tiger. I'm going to use this from the Nested Essentials, and we're going to put that on there. Now I would like to use that Cheers, but I don't know about putting that Blackberry Bliss on. Yeah, we're going to go for it. And then we'll do skinnier, maybe I'll do, oh, look at my little piece. It's one of my, I trimmed down. It's too thin. Too thin. Let's see. We can do, I think I want to pick up the Timid Tiger. So I'm going to just do a strip of the Timid Tiger and put that on the back. We pop that up. You can, I think I'm going to kind of center it, but more maybe towards the top. And then we'll come in with our, I am just about out. I'll just use all the little ones. I'll put one on each end. All right, come on. One on each end. Then we'll put one in the center. Now you could put cheers to you. There's more sentiments in the stamp set. So cheers to you or cheers, it's your day. You could fill that in if you wanted to. All right, now let's do these stripes here. Come on. I don't know, is it going to last me? It's on its way out. It is on its way out. Okay, let's squish that up a little bit. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Put some piece of there, but we kind of smeared it good enough. And then my center strip. Like that. We're going to put that on our card front. Look at all you can do with a 4 by 5 1/4 and one 12 by 12 sheet. We're going to bring all the cards in here in just a second. Again, I'm going to put my cheers just because that is what I got. Dirty and ready to roll. I'm going to do another Timid Tiger. I love that, just that added strip. If you know me, if you've been watching me, I love to put that behind my sentiment pieces. Just adds a little accent behind. Pop that up. Thank you for your patience as we worked through all these cards tonight. That's part of the beauty of a one sheet wonder is you get a big stack. So it can go this. You could even go like this or like this. I mean, you have lots of options. We're going to bring it around like this. Take my scissors, trim up that edge. You got to stay within the perimeter of your card. It's a little tighter that way. And then we'll come in with our jewels here and be done. And like I said, for the inside, I'm going to add a piece of white. We're going to add some of them drink glasses that I hand cut from the paper pack. And it will be ready to go. So, don't you love that? Let's see, how many cards did I end up with? So this was 4 by 5 1/4, and I just trimmed that little one down about 1/8 to almost 1/4 off. And that was the only waste we had. So, and this was our long strip from the bottom that we cut off. Got 3 strips there. And then we took the 4 by 5 1/4 and cut it in half and just flipped one of the halves over. And then we did some diagonal cutting. So we have this one right here with the diagonal. This one is diagonal again, and then we brought just a different colored base and some different drink glasses with that. Kind of did our sentiment piece a little differently. Then we had our diagonal, but we created a pocket. So you can even add some drink glasses on there. I wouldn't pop one up, but you could add one. Right, stamp a sentiment on there. It still opens up to a full-size card. Here's our other diagonal where we combined, we flipped one section over, so it's a double diagonal there. And then your basic getting started. Quick and easy. You could make all 6 like this if you needed a pile of quick and easy cards. But really, they're all pretty quick and easy. So there we have it. We did 8 cards from that one 12 by 12 sheet. We started out with a 4 by 5 1/4, and I showed you how you can cut that piece and create different cards. And then we had the leftover strip. So that is it for tonight. Remember, it is free shipping tonight, and it will go till tomorrow night. So make sure that if you need any supplies, click on the link under the video for my online store. Any order that is $75 or more before shipping and tax, you will get free shipping on that. And now is the time to stock up on the things that you don't have. Like you might have that, not have the Timid Tiger, it's an in color, or the ink pads, the bubble bath, some of the different colors that I used tonight. Or you might want that Celebratory Sips suite of products. So now's the time to grab that when you can get free shipping. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell in the upper right hand corner so you know when I go live. That is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.